I'm Kate.
And I'm Jamie, and this is Creeps and Coffee,
a show where we talk about the creepiest crime cases around the world.
So, let's grab some coffee
and have a chat. Well, hello, friends.
Hi.
I hope you're all having a wonderful week. Happy Wednesday.
Sorry, I'm running on 3 hours of sleep every day for the past 2 weeks.
I think for the first time, Jamie and I have switched roles, and I feel awake and energetic, and she's tired.
And I want to hit you.
So, ha! Oh my god, we have switched roles. What's some good news since last time? I don't know, we both just, literally done nothing but work.
Yay, capitalism.
Oh, I know. I found my favorite candle company. I was telling Jamie about this before we started recording. I went for lunch with two of my friends from work, and we found this, makers, artisan shop. And I found a candle that smells like roasted espresso. And when I tell you, it smells like the perfect cup of coffee. Oh my god. I'm obsessed with this candle. For those of you interested, the company is called Cwtch & Co. Cwtch is spelled C-W-T-C-H. It's the Welsh word for, cuddle.
Oh.
Yeah, which, I love it.
Do they want to sponsor us?
We'll see. I don't know. I sent them a message, after I burnt the candle for the first time, and I was like, this is incredible.
Ooh.
It's like, God bless you.
I like that.
So, I don't know. I don't know if you can order them online. I'm assuming you can, which is why I'm giving them a shout out. Yeah. Amazing. They also they posted the other day, they have a mint chocolate chip one coming for Christmas.
That would be good.
That's my rant about candles.
Thank you for your contribution.
Oh, you're welcome. What have you been up to? You have some updates for us.
Yeah, so I wanted to tell everybody. So, sorry, I also have been drinking. Intoxication.
Welcome to Creeps and Coolers.
Yeah, and I have to work in 6 hours. Yeah, so... Oh, yes! My family came to visit me. My mom and dad.
My friends.
Yeah, my friends named Mom and Dad came to visit me, and they spent the weekend, and we went to the Five Fishermen, which you would know about if you checked our episode Halifax Haunts. We talk about it there. It's an apparently haunted place.
It's 100% haunted. And I will say I gave Jamie some false advice on that episode, because when I went to the Five Fishermen, it was a decently priced, it was a nice place, but it wasn't, I had a wrap, I think.
Yeah.
It was pretty chill.
They've remodeled since then, and it is now a very swanky, fancy dining experience. We had coffee martinis and crab croquettes.
That's what we should be drinking before we record this podcast.
I would love that.
Every time. A coffee martini. I'm gonna learn how to make them.
We should, because it was really good. But yeah, I had fun, and I got too shy, but my dad asked our waitress if she'd had any experiences. He was like, say something, and I was like, no. And Mom was like, tell them about your podcast, and I was like, God, no.
Oh boy.
Real people listening? And then she said she was like, oh yeah, this place is totally haunted. She hadn't had any experiences herself, but she told me a couple of things. She said the same thing as we talked about before, where she said, watch out for the guy in the mirror, the bloody one. And I was like, noted.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And then she said that
cool.
There is a little boy who roams around. I can't remember. It's Dan or Don. Something starts with a D. And because it used to be a school, and what was it, a mortuary or something? Yeah, so
It was a mortuary, then a school.
Now this.
Then now it's a restaurant.
Yeah, so she said there was this little boy that, like, walks around and... I don't know if she said he causes mischief or if he just roams around.
As someone who works with kids, and for you too, working
causes
with kids,
mischief.
It's a little boy. He causes mischief.
And what else did she say? She also said that one of the chefs... Now, I will give a devil's advocate for both sides here. She said one of the chefs was closing up one day and he was there alone and he felt somebody push him down the stairs.
Nope,
and I'm like, one, if that actually happened, that's really scary. But two, what if he just tripped and fell down the stairs? Because it's like, those stairways, that stairway is narrow.
To avoid embarrassment.
It's very narrow.
It is.
And also, I'm like, what if he was drinking?
No, I didn't
because it was late at night.
I'm fully competent.
Yeah. So I'm like...
I absolutely did not trip over my own feet. A ghost.
Yeah, which is why I'm like, I don't know, like, if it happened, that's kind of scary, but also prove it. I don't know, it just...
You know what? I'll give you that. I won't get into this because this will be a whole other episode probably one day. But there's a haunted place in Calgary where, like, so many people have been pushed down the stairs that, like, they won't let people go up those stairs anymore.
Okay, yeah. And the last thing about the 5 fishermen, and then we can get on with the actual episode.
Yes.
I thought it was interesting because where the bathrooms are, they're off to the side, and there's, like, a little doorway into another room, and the lights were off, and it's like a banquet hall. But it freaked me out. My mom and I went to pee, and she was like, let's go in. And I was like, no. I do not like it. One, because it's dark, and two, it just scared me. It scared me for some reason. I was like, I don't want to go in.
Was it upstairs or downstairs?
And then I went back to the table, and my mom asked the waitress, like, well, what's that room? And she's like, oh, that's the banquet hall where we host parties, blah, blah. And she said, before that, that's where they cremated the bodies. And I was like, oh!
Yeah. That's exactly what I was talking about, that same feeling in the banquet hall. When she gave me the tour.
I poked my head in and was like, I'm not going in further.
No, she took me in, and, like, that's where the mirror is.
Yeah, I don't like that.
And she, like, fully took me in and was like, oh, yeah, this is the mirror where we see the guy. And I was like...
Yeah, no, thank you.
Okay. It's like, you couldn't have told me that before I was standing in front of it.
But, yes, that was fun.
Well, I'm glad you got to go.
Me too. I may never go back because it was so expensive now, but...
Unless the 5 fishermen would like to sponsor our
Sponsors will change all of our opinions.
Absolutely. I mean, I already love it. I will say, when I was there, the food was amazing.
True, the food was very good. It's just a bit out of my budget. Like, if my dad hadn't paid, I probably would have cried. I would have been like, that's my whole paycheck.
That's how I felt going to A&W today, so... I can't imagine going to, like, a real restaurant.
Fair enough.
Anyway,
So this episode...
We're gonna move on.
What are we discussing, really?
So, yeah. So, for this week, I don't know, one thing that Jamie and I have always really been into is, like, other countries and other cultures and sort of their supernatural experiences. I think being in Europe for the little time that we were there, I think really put into perspective sort of how intriguing it is to look at so many different aspects of other cultures that are still, like, Western societies, like, really not even deviating that much from the culture that we're accustomed to, but to look at how local legends change and how, like, sort of different situations are approached spiritually and, like, religiously. I don't know, it was really interesting. Yeah. So somewhere along the way we got to talking about, like, lesser known myths and cryptids around the world.
Which, by the way, I have a list about 3 pages long if you guys want more. I love this.
Yeah. So we thought there's lots for us to cover, but we thought it would be kind of fun to do a little mini deep dive into a couple different legends from, I guess, smaller places.
Yeah.
lesser known cryptids and kind of spooky traditions, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't heard Jamie's. Jamie hasn't really heard mine, so it's kind of a teaching adventure for both of us. I will say, I looked over the notes very, very briefly for one of Jamie's. And I'm intrigued, to say the least.
Do you want to tell them what you saw?
I saw the words incubus and breast milk. All I know is that something in Germany is having a good time.
Speaking of, stream Corpse Husband's new song, Hot Demon Bees Near You.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Sorry, you can start now.
The easiest way for me to start is from a country that is near and dear to my heart. So for those of you who don't know, I was living in Italy when COVID started.
I was there.
Big tears. Yeah, Jamie was there, thank God. So Italy is a very, very special place to me. I was living in Verona. I had wonderful friends in the guy that lived downstairs and the pizza guys.
Shout out to the pizza guys.
Shout out to you guys. Big shout out to the pizza guys for feeding me 4 days a week.
Both meals? Every single day?
Yep, pretty much. And I'm pretty sure the guy that lived below me was in the mafia. Like, pretty sure. But anyway, yeah, so I lived in Italy. I love Italy. I miss it very much. And I will go back the second I can. My creature, I guess. My cryptid.
Your bestie.
My little buddy. My bestie. Comes from a little area called the Val Camonica, which is it's in Lombardia. So it's
Italy.
So it's in the Comune of Cevo, which is like near the province of Lombardy. If anyone, I don't know geography very well, so I'm not going to even attempt to explain it, but that's just for anyone who wants to know. So it's mainly centered in this village called Andrista. So what we're going to look at is called the Basilisk.
No, not the thing from Harry Potter.
Basilisk. No. See, I made that mistake a lot doing this research. The amount of, I knew it was the Basilisk. I knew it. But the amount of times I searched up the Basilisk.
You just see Harry Potter.
And I was like, whoa, there's way more stuff on this than I thought. And then I was like, no, that thing has a chicken head. This thing looks nothing like the Basilisk.
A lot less threatening, to be honest.
So, I don't know. Looking at this puppet, I feel a little
puppet's
threatened.
scary.
I'm not gonna lie. The Basilisk is just in a realm of its own. So it's a really, really rare creature. It's basically only in Andrista. It doesn't really exist in other areas of Italy. But it's also, not threatening at all. It's just weird.
Like us.
So, exactly. I think that's why I connect with it so much. So, there's no real origin on where the Basilisk came from, why it does what it does, but it's basically just like a really weirdly formed gossip. It's got the head of a goat, but if a goat's butt was skinned and stretched out. It's got 2 little horns on its head, and it's got 2 really big glowing red eyes, like the Mothman almost.
We stand the Mothman.
And he's got a really, really big mouth. And there's not a lot of descriptions of his body, which is weird.
He's shy. He doesn't talk about it.
Well, he talks about everybody else, so... So yeah, if you can picture that. They can't picture it. So goat skin, 2 small horns, huge mouth, huge glowing red eyes, and a tubular body. Like a really large snake with... I'm gonna put a picture of it in our show notes, like a link to a picture, because that's the only way. So basically, the Basilisk is like I said, he's like a town gossip. So once a year, between the 5th and 6th of January, the town of Mantrista has a festival for the capturing of the Basilisk. So what they understand is that the Basilisk can speak all languages. They know everything about everyone in the town. And essentially what they're trying to do is stir up some shit, which I love. So their goal is to trade really like dangerous and like personally damaging gossip with humans to bring it back to like supernatural communities to kind of share the tea with everybody, which I love. They're not physically malicious, like they very rarely like interact with villagers and like cause harm.
That's sneaky though.
They just really like gossip, and I connect with that. I like it. See, a lot of websites in Italian describe them as loudmouthed, which I love. They really like to use rumors to gain power. The reason that the Basilisk is still talked about today is because every year during the Epiphany, which is like an Italian celebration, like the 5th and 6th of January, like I said, they do this ceremony to show the real Basilisk that they are not afraid of its rumors and its gossip, and that they are in charge. So they will have people dressed up, and this is a thing that Italy does all over for a lot of reasons. They just like to be dramatic. They love to dress up. They love to do like the carnival, that sort of thing. They capture this man dressed as a basilisk. I almost said basilisk again. So they tie a rope around it, and they lead it into the village from the woods. So there's musicians, and then there's masked characters. So there's always going to be... there's il giovane, who is supposed to be the young man. There's il vecchio, which is the old man. La vecchia, the old woman. And the young signorina, who is supposed to be like the bait, because women love to gossip. So La Vecchia and La Signorina are both going to be played by men dressed as women. Don't know why. Welcome to Italy, a country of drag queens, apparently.
We support.
Exactly. So the reason that those people lead the sort of ceremony is because in the original story, like the origins of the Basilisk, the hunters were these young men who dressed themselves up as older established hunters, so that I keep wanting to say the basilisk, wow, so that the basilisk won't be as attracted to like gossip about them, because the younger people have more gossip. Does that make sense? Like they try to disguise themselves as like established in society.
Okay.
They're trying to look like adults, because adults are above the gossip, and the basilisk won't see it coming. Yeah. Oh, how naive. But yeah, so those hunters supposedly like dressed up as older men, so that's why they do it now. So they have il giovane, like the young man, to show that that's who they were. Il vecchio, to show that that's what they dressed up as. Then they have La Vecchia, usually goes in front of the basilisk and sweeps the street and cleans it. Oh. So it's supposed to be like a cleansing of the like rumors and stuff. Like a cleansing of the negativity, I guess. And then La Signorina is like the bait to keep it moving, because it's like, teenage gossip, love it. Which, like, honestly, same.
This is very, like, symbolic
I'm still
creature. Like, you can really dig deep in, like, psychology and, like...
Yes.
I like this.
And then the main event is that the basilisk is supposed to give a speech, basically shit-talking the entire village. And he does it in rhyme.
Oh, rap battle.
So yeah, exactly. So in modern day, this Epiphany event has like a translator, because the Basilisk is speaking in like old Italian rhyme.
Old Italian rap battles.
What better?
Epic rap battles of history.
The Basilisk versus the village of Andrissa. Yeah, so they do the speech. The men in the village do like this fake battle with the Basilisk. And then after the Basilisk spills the tea to the entire village, they do like dances, like ceremonial dances. They have like a special meal that they give out to the village. And then they set the Basilisk free back into the woods. And you know what? I think it's so funny to think about a guy in this suit being tied up all day and then just having to run back into the woods.
Honestly, love that.
Take the outfit off. And like, I know, I'm kind of into it. But yeah, I think like the Basilisk is like not malicious at all. It's just...
Yeah.
Like I love the thought that there's something that exists just to gossip and like trade rumors.
Like, he's not even a creep for Creeps and Coffee. He's just a...
No.
We should have him on the podcast. Get him to spill some of that tea.
Oh my god. I'm calling the pizza guys. I'm going to be like, listen, I need a hookup to the Basilisk. Let me know.
Get him a laptop and a microphone.
I want the tea on the village of Andrista.
This is very niche comedy, but I'm living for it.
I know. I love this. But yeah, I think Italy's the coolest. I think the Basilisk is like just like what a stupid thing to make up too.
Hey,
like
maybe
if you're
it's
gonna
real.
come
You
up
don't
with
know.
like a really fake... No, that's what I mean. Like it's one of those things where I'm like, why would anyone go to the extent to be like, no, it was a thing in the woods. Like, no, I didn't get this gossip from the only person you told it to. It was the thing in the woods with the goat skin and the horns and the glowing red eyes.
Somebody told a lie to get out of
me.
gossiping, and then it spiraled, and it got out of control.
But this is one of the, like, I don't want to be this person, but I'm going to. It feels like one of those, like, tulpa situations where something is talked about so much. Like, it did start off as someone, like, oh, no, I didn't spill that gossip. I definitely didn't do it. It was the goat man in the woods. And then the entire village was like, oh, that's a pretty sick way to get out of this. Yeah, it was the goat man in the woods. And then they were like, wait a minute, there's a goat man in the woods. You know why? Because you guys talked about it so much, it happened.
Manifestation.
Oh, and one final thing. There is no correlation between the Basilisk and the Basilisk. I was very upset because I was like, why are they like the same thing?
Yeah, why do they have like almost
They're
the
not.
same spelling and stuff?
I don't know.
Just 'cause.
There's no correlation, but it made my research job very difficult.
And I still can't spell it.
But
if you
that's
ask me
just... I don't think I could either.
Fair.
Anyway, that's a little taste of Italy.
Yeah. Shall I move on to mine?
Sì, per favore.
Ooh, I'll speak in English because I'm white.
Fair.
Unfortunately. Okay, so mine's a bit closer to home. It's from North America. It's specifically a Native American legend. Let me remember how to pronounce this. I'm gonna butcher it, I'm sorry.
I believe it's called the Leah Remini.
Shut up. It's called the Dagwanoanyet. I think. I'm gonna spell it. Dagwanoanyet. Dagwanoenyent. So now you know why I'm having difficulty.
You know what, James? I give you a lot of shit sometimes, but kudos to you for even making an attempt to pronounce that.
Thank you. I've attempted it like 50 times.
I've been calling it the doggone it this whole time.
Gosh darn it.
Exactly.
So yeah, this one's a lot bit more creepy than yours. It's a lot more.
What do you mean? It's not a
It's
town
not
gossip?
a gossiping fluffy goat. It is,
Damn.
the Dagwanoanyet is a legend about, flying bodiless heads of monsters that are cannibals.
Okay.
So this is a legend that comes from the Iroquois tribes. I think it was based in New York and like by the Hudson River way back when, not now. Could you imagine just seeing a flying head in New York? Like, oh,
you
they
know
missed
what,
their
though?
commute.
In like New York City, I'd be like, yeah.
Is this for a movie?
This might as well happen.
But like, if you look up pictures of them, they're scary. So
You sent me the picture of this.
Isn't it creepy?
And I blocked it out until right now.
So the legend behind these scary boys, the legend starts because I may be incorrect, I'm sorry, there wasn't much information on this. But the legend goes that there were these young, arrogant men, like young people in the tribe, and I think they were starving. Like, it might have been winter and they needed food. What happened was these young people killed and decapitated all of the elders in their tribe. And I think I read because they were starving. Or I don't know why else you would do it.
Or they felt like it.
Why would you just kill all of the elders who you should be respecting and decapitate them?
Shit's
like, that's a lot. And so, like, and so the legend goes, like, this obviously is not okay. You are supposed to respect your elders. You're not supposed to kill people, also.
I was gonna say, you know what? Yes, respect your elders, but, like, doesn't matter how old they are. Don't cut people's heads off.
Yeah, please. But it was said that, like, the elders came back as the heads that could fly and were cannibals. These disembodied heads would fly around the woods and, like, get revenge. And I'm like, you know what? Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'd want to do that too if I got
Alright.
decapitated. Imagine one of my grade 7 students decapitating me. Absolutely, I'm chasing you down. You're gonna get haunted.
That's fair. That's fair. My question, how do they fly?
The pictures I've seen, they have wings sprouting from the back of their
Okay.
head, and then other ones, they're
Okay.
just floating. So maybe the wind.
I don't know what would be more unsettling.
Both are pretty
If
creepy.
it had wings or if it didn't.
Actually, without the wings, I think would be creepier because it's like, how are you moving? Stop.
Fair.
Stop.
Stop that, please.
But also with the wings, that's a pretty cool evolution.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like,
Your Pokemon evolved.
interesting.
Yeah, so there was not a lot of information on that one either. When I typed in, I forget how to say it, nope, I forgot it again. When I typed
No, you got
when
it,
I
I
typed
think.
that into Google, it asked me, did you mean to spell this? And I'm like, no, I was looking for this.
Absolutely, no.
And then it was like, oh, there's not much for this. Here you go.
You know what? Like, stories like that and, like, cryptids like this interest me so much. Because, like, I don't know, there's so much info out there on, like, oh, it's the Jersey Devil, it's the Sasquatch. Like, yeah, I mean, I say that as if I'm not super into those things.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they're cool.
But everyone's done
hearing, like, exactly, being able to look into what little information there is about stuff like this is cool. And, like, indigenous people have the coolest stories.
So many stories.
Like, this seems... now, I might put my foot in my mouth here. But this seems very similar to, like, a Wendigo situation.
Ooh, I love Wendigos.
Like, arrogant people turning to cannibalism.
Yeah.
Becoming monsters. like, obviously, like, in the case of the Wendigo, in some cultures, they say it's because the arrogant people, or, like, the hunters, ate other people and turned into Wendigos. Obviously, it's not the arrogant people that are the flying head things. But you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, I feel like there's a similarity.
I think that these ones, like the Native American or, like, the Native Canadian stories are super interesting because there's always, like, a lesson to be learned with them.
Exactly.
And it's, like, they're not just told to be scary, like, it's not,
no,
you know, oh, the monster under your bed or the ghost in the closet. It's like, here's this obviously scary story, but there's also something to learn from it, and I respect that.
Yeah, like, this is the consequence for doing this.
Yeah, it's not just, here's the boogeyman.
And this is why we respect this. Yeah.
Learn from these mistakes. But also, nightmares.
Yeah. But also, you're always going to be afraid of seeing a flying head with wings.
Yeah. Honestly, that sounds scarier to me than zombies. Because at least zombies are grounded. If there's flying cannibal things, you're screwed. How are you going to fight them
I'll give you that. Although if it's zombies like the zombies from, like, 28 Days Later, I'm fucked anyway.
Yeah,
so.
I hate running zombies, jumping zombies, smart zombies. That's not allowed. Don't do that.
I don't like zombies. Don't do that.
I like the walking zombies. Like, if zombies were like The Walking Dead, totally fine. Anyway.
What are we talking about?
I don't know. Do you want to just move on to the next?
Yeah.
So what is yours?
I don't know what the deal is here. I think I went for happy things, I suppose, and you were like, what are the creepiest cryptids I can find?
This is happy?
Well,
or is it just not intense like mine?
It's not a floating head.
So mine were the creeps and yours are the coffee.
To be fair, I drank a lot of coffee to research these.
Oh, yeah.
I did do pretty terrible Scottish accent as I read these articles to myself. And then I figured out I can't do a Scottish accent, so I started doing an Irish one.
How do you do a Scottish accent? Scottish! Isn't it just being really loud with, like, a twang?
That's the thing. Every time we do it, we just yell at each other, and we're like, you're doing good.
I think we may be incorrect.
Yeah. Something tells me my Scottish ancestors would not be pleased.
You talk like Shrek. Ew.
But
no. How does Shrek
the
talk?
Fuck was that?
He's Scottish, right?
Get
out of me swamp. Ew. Let's... I'm gonna quit.
That hurt.
I can't be a voice actor.
My ancestors are rolling in their graves.
They're gonna come on to us.
Yeah.
Stop.
So I really, really like doing like ancestry dives and stuff, which I've learned I got from my grandfather, apparently, because the man wrote a whole book on our family origins.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's called The MacIsaacs Are From Scotland.
I wonder where you're from.
We've kept a very strongly Scottish name this whole time. So
MacIsaac.
Yeah, check out Leo MacIsaac. Cool dude. My grandpa's middle name was Pius, which I always love to tell people.
That's dope.
Needless to say, Scotland has been on my mind since I discovered that book. And now Jamie and I are talking about moving to Scotland. I don't know, it's a whole thing.
Woohoo.
So I figured Scotland, good place to look for weird creatures. Everybody's heard of Nessie. I feel like literally everyone everywhere knows who Nessie is.
Yeah, she's the one from,
I don't know.
You know, she's the
Shut
one
up.
from Twilight.
Don't even. I'm gonna kill you. Fuck.
You nicknamed my daughter after the Loch Ness Monster?
God. Oh. I'm looking looking for a new podcast co-host.
Go on Craigslist.
I want the battlist to co-host with me.
All right. If you can find him, you go right ahead.
Anyway, so everybody knows Nessie. She's kind of a big deal. What are your thoughts on Nessie? Yes, no?
Well, the thing is, water, you know,
yeah.
all bodies of water.
This is going to be a thrilling account.
Shit.
The thing is, water.
Period. End sentence.
Yeah, that's it. That's my thoughts.
So, I think all bodies of water, especially the ocean, have the options, and that's not the right word. What's the right word? The ability and, like, availability of having stuff in them. Like, there could be megalodon sharks. There can be stuff at the bottom of the ocean we haven't discovered. We haven't discovered,
it's true.
like, what, 10% of the ocean is all we've explored? Something minuscule
that, yeah. We know more
that.
about space than...
And that leaves room for there to be questions. We don't know what's down there. So you know what? Maybe Nessie's way down. She's traveling underground, going for swims, chilling. I think it's a possibility. I don't 100% believe it because there's no, like, hard proof. Same with everything else we talk about here. But, like, I'm definitely open to it. And if that is real, that's super cool.
Fantastic. I do 100% believe it. I will go on record to say that I'm a big Nessie girl. Fully
Can you
support
get that
it.
tattooed on you, please?
We love women supporting women.
Big Nessie girl.
So, big Nessie girl. That's going to be our matching tattoo. We'll get Nessie and Bigfoot.
Okay.
Love that. But no, yeah. So, that was the most Canadian thing I've ever said in my life. But no, yeah.
Yeah, no.
We do that a lot. Yeah, no.
Somebody said that to me today, and I had to decipher it.
With my love for Nessie, it was a natural progression to look at Nessie's sister. Her name is Morag, and she lives not far from Loch Ness, in a place called Loch Morar, in the Lochaber area of the Highlands.
And no, she didn't say Mordor for you Lord of the Rings fans. Morar.
I know, I've never seen
I
Lord
love
of
you
the
guys.
Rings. Whatever.
I'm ending this call.
I know. Get over it.
Oh my gosh. Alright, continue.
So there's an old Scottish folk song about Morag.
Oh.
And I love it.
Can you sing it for us?
It reads...
No, sing it, sing it.
But I will read it. No, I don't know. It goes, Morag, the herald of death, giant swimmer in the deep green Morar, the lake that has no bottom. There it is that the monster Morag lives.
See, that sounds like a deep
Which
lake.
is
I believe that that's possible.
Yes. Exactly. I would also like to point out that is a translation from Gaelic. So...
That would sound
don't come at
so
me if it's
beautiful
not.
in Gaelic.
I love Gaelic.
That's a bop. Good song.
So the first sighting of Morag was back in 1887. And as of, I think, 1981, there had been 34, we can call them incidents, I guess.
Okay.
Sightings, interactions, that sort of thing. So there's varying accounts of what the Morag is, what she does. Mm-hmm. Also, Morag is a Scottish girl's name, apparently. Oh. Which is unfortunate.
Yeah, that's...
Like Mora, I can get behind. Morag, I don't know. Don't come for me, but...
You do you, I guess.
Oh, Jamie's the queen of weird kids' names,
up.
So she might like it.
It's not that bad.
Delphinium is absolutely that bad.
That's a beautiful name. It's a flower. It's a pretty purple flower. That's cute and unique, and you can nickname them Delphi or Delph or
Just
Della.
call her Del. Delphinium heptich is gonna get her beat up, and you know who's gonna do it? Me.
Well, then I'll change my last name.
Anyway, Morag. As long as you don't name your kid Morag.
Morag Delphinium.
Will be good.
Delphinium Morag.
I could kill myself.
That's actually kind of nice. I kind of like it.
All right, it's official. I'm going to kill myself. All right.
Please no.
So, going back to 1887, there's one account from the University of Edinburgh Library that says that Morag is kind of like a mermaid, almost. Like, it's got flowing hair, and that it, like, makes a sound that attracts the boats, which I feel like is just getting it mixed up with the siren.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, there's been people that say, like, she's half human, half fish, which, again, just feels very much like someone saw a siren.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, I guess that's the Morag. But also, Scotland is, like, super haunted, so I wouldn't put it past
You're right.
for there to be, like, a Morag and a siren in the same lake. There's another account that says that the Morag is almost more like a Grim Reaper or like an omen of death.
That's less cheery.
That she's always seen. Yeah. People say that she's seen, like, before a death and before a drowning or before, like, a boat accident.
Before 2020.
We should look that up.
Honestly, wouldn't be surprised.
When was the last time someone saw her? So those are, like, varying accounts, but most people describe her as looking very similar to descriptions of Nessie. So they say she's, like, a serpent-esque sort of creature. She's about 20 feet long. She's described as being brown with, like, rough, scaly skin.
Honestly, kind of sounds like a dragon.
They also say... I know.
I like that a lot, yeah.
And I wouldn't put it past
I love dragons. I really hope that they are or were real.
They must be.
Like, that'd be so cool. Go all Khaleesi and try and be friends with them. Actually,
also never
I
seen
would just
Game
get
of Thrones.
burned to death. But you haven't seen Game of Thrones.
That's fair.
You have a life.
Oh, I'm sorry. I really don't. I've seen Titanic 30 times. Oh. Like, that's all I got. Anyway, the Morag. She also is described as having 3 different humps that come out of the lake's surface.
Camel?
And that her head is supposedly, like, a foot wide.
Oh, that's not too big.
No, it's, like, for a lake. I feel like it's...
Like, what did you say, 20 feet
creature.
long? That's pretty long.
Yeah, like 20 to 30 feet long, 3 humps.
Yeah.
And a foot wide head. So there's a pair of pictures that were taken by an eyewitness that are really the only, like, photo evidence. Like, there's the famous pictures of Nessie, like, in the water, whatever. Whether people believe those are real or not, I don't think the pictures are real, but everybody knows those photos when you talk about Nessie. So these pictures are very similar, just at Loch Morar. The girl who took them says that she's positive they're Morag, which is kind of interesting. In the same vein as Loch Ness, they've, like, looked for evidence, they've searched the lake, but there's no evidence found. But people keep seeing Morag.
I mean, to be fair, if these, like, creatures are around and they've lived long enough, then they know how to camouflage. They would have the survival instinct. They'd know how to survive. Like, I don't know. I think it's kind of, like, arrogant of us to assume that we're, like, just because we haven't found it doesn't mean that it's not real.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's like aliens. Like, come on.
I agree.
They're definitely out there. We just haven't seen them.
It's selfish.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Sorry, I keep interrupting you.
Anyway, so, no, that's fine. I interrupt you 90% of the time. So, let's be honest here. But yeah, so big Nessie girl, big Morag girl.
She sounds like fun.
I hope she's doing well.
Like, I picture going for a ride on the back of Morag, but also, if she wasn't friendly, I would poop my swim shorts if I seen a 20-foot long serpent swimming towards me.
There's this is somewhat of a tangent. There's a lake here on the west coast called Lake Ogopogo.
I knew you were gonna say that. Yep.
And I have amazing pictures from before I was born of my brother at the lake, fucking terrified that he was gonna see the Ogopogo. It's like the Canadian Nessie. That he was gonna see the Ogopogo in the lake, and he refused to go in. So he was like, "No, the Ogopogo's gonna get me."
Fun fact: I went there a couple years ago to visit friends and family.
Yes.
And we went to this lake. I didn't know it was this lake. And we went on some wakeboards. And while I'm out there in the middle of the lake, they go, "By the way, did you hear this?" And then they told me the story. And I was like, "Why would you tell me?" In the middle of the lake. And I immediately wanted to start paddling back. Because I was like, if I fall in, I'm dead. I'm dead. Because I can't see the bottom. And that scares me about water. If it's not clear...
That's
and I
true.
can't see it, or if there's like a drop off, I'm scared.
That's true. That's why I don't swim. That's not why.
You just can't swim.
Yeah.
But valid point.
Yeah.
So is that...
Right, anyway,
that's the
Morag.
Morag?
That's Morag.
All right.
That's my girl. I think we should get shirts that have the Morag on them.
I'm down.
You know what? If we ever start selling merch, I want Morag merch.
Yeah.
Right.
I definitely don't want the next one on our shirts, the Alp. Because...
Is this
yeah.
the titty milk guy?
Yes. Yes, this is.
Because I want a shirt with him on it.
So, this one is from Europe, again. It is...
Of course.
The German Alp, A-L-P. I think that's how you pronounce it, right? Like the Alps.
Yeah. Like the Alps, yeah.
But I don't know why it's called that. An Alp is a shape-shifting goblin that evokes nightmares in sleeping victims. So, from a psychological perspective, you want to say?
Alp literally translates to incubus.
Wow. From what language? German?
Solid. German.
Fantastic. The incubus.
Right.
If that makes it sound better, but it doesn't.
It absolutely
The demon incubus child. Yeah, it, I think, kind of represents sleep paralysis and what people in, like, North America call, like, sleep paralysis demons. Because the Alp, or the incubus, will sit on its victim's chest and cause nightmares. And it's sort of known as, like, a vampire. It's also...
But for boobs.
We'll get there, my friend. We'll get to the mommy milkers. Calm down. So, it apparently also has a hat, a magical hat, called the Tarnakape, which is where its powers come from. Don't at me, I don't know how to say it. I can barely speak.
Germany's not real. Oh.
So, the demon, vampire, goblin, incubus, Alp is often portrayed as male, but there's also more feminine versions of the same creature called Amara or a Mart. But the Alp often attacks females at night, and women, yes, are more susceptible because this vampire incubus likes to drink breast milk. And then if it attacks men, they don't have milk, so it'll just drink the blood from men and young children's nipples.
Take it back. I don't want him on a shirt.
That's what I said. I was like, I don't know. That's not a good idea.
Wow.
Imagine people with nipple piercings, how shocked this goblin would be to be like, time to get my drink in, chomp. Oh. Free straw.
That, this might be TMI, but that brought such an intense negative feeling to my nipple.
An Alp attack is called an Alpdruck. I can't pronounce the German part of it, but that means elf pressure, so that's when it sits on a sleeping victim's chest, and it becomes heavier and heavier until, the person wakes up, but they can't move, and sometimes they can't breathe, because there's this giant thing sitting on their chest. And there's a lot of different...
Sucking on their titties.
Sucking on their boobies, yeah. This sounds like a good time. I'm just kidding. And there's a lot of different cultures and, myths and legends about different versions of this. And I thought this one was particularly interesting because the pictures on Google are very scary. There were no pictures of them sucking on some milkers, but they're still scary.
Oh, I bet there's pictures on some weird porn site of it.
Don't go looking for them. You'll get flagged by the FBI. Yeah, the history says this may have been an early explanation for people with sleep paralysis, sleep apnea, as well as night terrors. And possibly lucid dreams.
Imagine that as a night terror.
See, I've had sleep paralysis a couple times, but nothing like that. That would scare me. Waking up and, the thought of seeing something on my chest or, at the bottom of my bed, I would cry.
If I woke up and something was sucking on my boob...
First you say, hey, are you attractive?
Buy me dinner first. My God.
At least wait until the third date, jeez.
Have some respect.
Yeah, so we got a fluffy gossiper, a flying head.
Yeah, we started...
A big snake, and a pervert who sits on your chest.
And a titty goblin. Here's my question.
Yes.
It's not a question I ever anticipated asking.
Okay.
How do I word this?
Oh, God.
Do they just like nipples, then? Is that the thing? Because clearly it's not the breast milk that they're set on, because they'll drink blood from the nipples of men.
Yeah, maybe they're just kinky. Maybe they just have a nipple kink. Mom, Dad, please don't listen to this one. It's
so
too late.
sorry.
The disclaimer's already over. I should have put this 10 minutes before.
I'm more sorry to Dave, because I feel like Tammy's heard me speak like this.
True. Sorry, Dad. I hope we're not disappointing you.
We are long past that.
Our life choices have led us to talking about goblin incubuses drinking nipple blood.
Yeah, I really don't know how we went from our buddy gossiping in the woods to titty goblin.
I think that sums up our personalities, though.
I think it does.
Yours is cool, interesting, happy, chill, and mine's let's scare some people, disturbing, creepy.
I think my final thoughts on all of it is just I'm so intrigued by other culture. I can't think of a single cool Canadian. I guess we have Sasquatch in BC.
I have the list of the cryptids that I wrote down. I'm gonna say we had 8 or 9, most of which you've probably already heard of, Bigfoot, blah blah blah. But most of the cool ones, at least in North America, are in the US. We don't really have a lot here, which
and that's
sucks.
The thing. And any cool one, even Sasquatch, most of the cool ones, we can't really claim. They're indigenous anyway.
The only one that I think people probably outside of Canada had heard of is the, how did you say it? Okotopo?
Not
Opatoken. Okanopiko.
Opokogo.
Opakogo. Wait,
one day I'm just going to release an audio file of all the times you struggle to say things.
To be fair, I'm running on 3 hours of sleep, 2 cups of coffee, and it's almost 2 a.m.
That is true.
Not that I wouldn't have butchered it earlier.
Okay. That's true. Anyway, our final thoughts. I think learning about other cultures is super
Yes.
cool, and learning about how different sort of cryptids find their way into not even pop culture, but just like culture in general is interesting. And I think being able to talk about them and learn about them, especially from like firsthand sources, like being able to find like Italian pieces and like look at written histories from the Iroquois, like that stuff is really interesting. Like being able to see it firsthand makes a big difference rather than like, I don't know, like watching a documentary or stuff like that. Like, I don't know, I found this really enjoyable, and I hope people like it.
Yeah, this was honestly my favorite episode because I'm such a geek for these things. And I can joke about it. It's not like a serial killer who, like, went on a mass murder. I'm like, well, I can't really joke about that.
Exactly.
But this, I'm like, haha, opa-copa-go-cokes. That's my final thought. With my one
Perfect.
brain cell that's left.
We're pushing it.
Oh,
We're pushing
God.
it. I don't know. I'd say it's about half a brain cell. I've got the other half.
Fair.
Yeah. So let us know if you want to hear more of these. Like Jamie said, she's got like 3 pages worth of lesser known
like more.
cryptids. Yeah. And yeah, I think it's really fun to be able to do stuff like this. If anybody has any suggestions, like I know we have a lot of friends from different cultures, and like if you guys have anything, we'd love to have somebody come on and talk about stuff like that. But yeah, other than that, I think we're all set.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, y'all.
Thanks for listening. Have a good night or day.
We still haven't managed to get a good outro.
Have a good time. Creeps and Coffee is produced and edited by us, Kate and James.
Our theme music is Stuck in a Hole by Dated.
For more information on where to find them, check out the link in our show notes. And to connect with us, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Creeps and Coffee.
Pogo. Oh, Bonogo.
Ogo?
Ogo Pogo.
There you go. There you go.
And cut.
The Okabogabogo.
Okapogo.
Ogo?
Oh, I didn't get it right.
No. Ogo. Ogopogo.
Ogo Pogo.